In bow hunting, the difference between success and failure often lies in your attention to detail. The food plot that we've been hunting for the last few days is really well set up by the landowner. You have two legs, one that runs north-south and one that runs east-west. The deer can come in through the end of either leg. You have a hill right where the two legs meet, and it sets up perfectly where bucks want to come through and hang out on top of the hill because they can watch down both legs of that food plot for does that they want to investigate. It's also situated between two sanctuaries. You have a giant sanctuary to the south that nobody goes into all year long, and then you have a smaller sanctuary to the north that's 20-30 acres and situated right on the border with the neighbors. Most of the deer using that food plot are coming from that sanctuary in the north where they're just not touched. There's 5 or 6 family groups of does using that food plot every day, so it's set up perfect where on a north wind we can slip in undetected and the bucks can cruise the south end of that food plot within bow range of us, check all of those does, and they can use both their nose and their eyes to see it. In the book of 2 Timothy, Paul tells Timothy to be diligent to present himself approved to God as a workman who does not need to be ashamed, accurately handling the word of truth. What we see in this verse is that attention to detail is every bit as important to the follower of Jesus as it is to the outdoorsman. As a follower of Jesus, it's vitally important that we be diligent in our study of God's Word, because it's in God's Word that we find all of the little details that make a difference in our lives. It's like my wife doesn't always understand why I wash my clothes 3 times to get all the scent out of them. It's a detail that doesn't make sense to her, but it makes a difference when I'm in a bow stand. Sometimes that's true in God's Word. We may not understand the difference that He made, but when we're diligent and we really pursue those little details in God's Word, it all adds up. If you haven't been successful in your pursuit of God lately, you haven't been seeing much spiritual growth, maybe you need to be paying attention to the details and being more diligent to study God's Word.